Hi friends. Hello everyone. Whoa, this almost fell. How are you guys doing today? Hi, happy Friday. It's Friday. Yay. Sorry, let me just get set up real quick here. Okay, so I'm doing a quick scope today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. We launched a website today that I'm really excited about, and seriously, okay, so Carrie sent me goodie bag to celebrate the launch. Look how cute this is. It's a cookie. I'm so excited. Yay, thanks for the hearts. Okay, so I have, I know, isn't that sweet? You guys, my clients, Laura, yeah, you guys are all awesome. Seriously, Laura's also awesome. Sorry, I gotta move some stuff around here, guys. Caught me light, yay! Oh, good. I'm glad you can use some encouragement. Me too. So some friends and I were talking about Mercury being in retrograde and some crazy stuff's been happening. So quickly, I want to say, yesterday I had a scope that was kind of negative. Azerbaijan, is that how you say it? How are you doing? So yeah, if you guys caught my scope yesterday, I actually deleted it and I want to apologize for it. So because I feel like, although I tried to make it as non-negative as possible, I feel like it still came off negative, and that's just not what I'm about. So many people talking about the Mercury retrograde, yeah. So I just wanted, and anybody who's here or caught it, I just want to apologize to you for if it was being negative or anything. And really though, my husband just came in and I'm in the middle of Periscoping. It's okay. Yeah, that's why the door was locked. My husband just literally like picked the lock to get in here. How funny. Yeah, no, I'm sure I probably didn't need to apologize, but if it makes me feel better. No, I don't know Azerbaijan. I was just guessing. Is that how you pronounce it? Can reverse extrapolation linked to increases. Okay, yeah, I don't know what what that means. Okay, so anyways, I just wanted to quickly apologize for that, for anybody if it hurt your feelings, or like, I don't know, if it offended anybody or made anyone feel uncomfortable in any way. I wanted to, sorry guys, I gotta get rid of him. He's making me all crazy. That's so anyways, just a little side thing, to apologize for that in case it hurt anyone's feelings, or I don't know, whatever. It's just not what I'm about, and it didn't come off the way that I wanted it to, so I took it off. I learned my lesson. Sometimes if you periscope a rant, it won't come out the way that you intended it to, and maybe your heart was in the right place, and then if it hurts someone, then it's just not worth being on there. So anyways, I just wanted to say that and get that out there in case you guys saw that or missed or caught that replay or anything. So anyways, now on to the good stuff, okay? So we can all get discouraged at times when we get, either negative comments or negative things happen in our life, or something doesn't work out the way that we wanted it to, or we get the haters, or like whatever happens, right? I heard an amazing scope last night, and it gave me such a great perspective. Now my husband's texting me. It gave me such great perspective on everything, and no, I don't have different color eyes. That's funny that you noticed that. So I have what's called, this is an aside, guys. I have what's called Horner syndrome, and sometimes I put eye drops in for it, and so it dilated my pupil. So that's why it looks like that. So do you guys notice? So the drops I put in dilated my pupil, so it looks funny. Sorry guys, if that's distracting. But anyways, thanks guys. Why am I getting so many like random people here today? So yeah, so I want to, oh my gosh, I'm like getting like really distracted. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. You guys, okay, thank you for the hearts. Looks like I gotta block a few more. Okay, well we're gonna talk about something else. Trolls have been strong. Troll game is strong, right? The troll game is, I don't even know really who to block. Sorry guys. Anyways, how old are you? Okay, here we go. Block. Who else do I need to block? Oh wait, I got the right person, right? Normal listen. Yeah, I know. There's like 53 people, so I want to hurry up and get to this. Okay, sorry guys. Apologize for that. Maybe having to do with the Mercury what is it called? Retrograde. So I don't want you to get discouraged on this stuff about what your calling is, because this really cool Periscope that I heard last night, she basically said that sometimes when people put you down for the thing that you hold closest to your heart, that can be the most devastating. So like she said, like if someone called me, and obviously this was a good looking person, but she said if someone called me ugly, I wouldn't be as offended. But if they called me overweight or fat, then I would, because she thought herself to be overweight or fat, whatever. So that's a good example of when you have something kind of deeply seated in your heart that you believe about yourself, or maybe even that you are, uncomfortable with, or, oh, cool, yay. How are you? Caitlin's awesome, Caitlin's awesome. So maybe there's something like deep-seated that you have like an insecurity about, and when someone kind of pushes that insecurity button, it can hurt a lot more than any other thing, right? So it can get really, really deep really, really quick when people are hitting like top buttons. Oh my gosh. Okay. You said bye, so does that mean that I don't have to block you? So it can be, there's like these areas of contention in your heart, right? That you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Like whenever you're doing what your calling is, sometimes it's hard. It's like, you're going to get like all this opposition and people are trying to bring you down for it. And so when that happens, when people start pushing you and start, telling you that you're not good enough, or you start feeling like you're not good enough, that can be really devastating to you, because that's like your heart, right? Like that's the center of your heart. Thanks for the heart. So I just wanted to encourage you today that don't give up. Because of discouragement, because this is totally normal. It happens to all of us. We all have that thing that we hold really close to our heart that we're trying to protect. Tough not to listen sometimes, but we have to remember why we do this. Yeah, exactly. There's this thing in our heart that we need to protect, and we need to keep it not, I don't know, just keep a heart and heart about it, and because it is worth it, and that's what you're meant to do, and what you're called to do on this earth. And just because someone doesn't like it or whatever, or you're getting negative feedback or whatever, please don't give up. Because whatever that thing is that you have, that unique gift that God has given you, it's something that, that needs to be shared, that people need, right? Like if she wouldn't have shared that with me last night, like it was so timely for me to hear, she wouldn't have shared that, then I probably would have had a much worse night, and it gave me the encouragement to go on today and kind of, move on with my day and kind of get things going and get past this, because it made me, so I've heard some negativity. Oh, good. I'm glad, Caroline, that this is helpful to you also, because it was definitely helpful to me. Because I was getting discouraged about a lot of things. I was getting discouraged about being a teacher and teaching people things. Like I was getting all this negative self-talk, but also from other people, and then I'm also getting negative feedback from my designs and stuff like that. It made me feel like, that's the thing that I hold closest to my heart, like as a creative, as a designer. That's like my number one thing. Like that's what I pride myself in, like that I'm creative and I can do this and I can help people. And when someone attacks that, it's like everything unravels, right? Because that's like my identity is wrapped up in who I am and what I do. And so when people kind of attack that, everything can sort of unravel, and you're like, well, what's the point? Like if I'm not doing a good job at what I do a good job at, what's the point, right? Like, so you can get really discouraged. So I just want to encourage you today. I can't imagine anyone attacking your design. Oh, thank you so much. But and I don't even know if it was an attack. There's just times when we don't feel like I don't know, that we're doing a good job, right? Like no matter if someone's even saying something on purpose or not. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. That really means a lot to me. They might not be attacking you on purpose or any of that stuff, but it hurts, right? It goes right to that little center. Do you ever feel that people try to bring you down because they see you on your way up? Totally. I think so, which is sad. Was it Pat Flynn? I think it was Pat Flynn, said this analogy about like a bucket of crabs. I think, what's it, Pat? I'm saying it's Pat Flynn, but it could have been someone else. I'm so sorry if I got this wrong. But it's like they're being like a bucket of crabs. So when people catch crabs, they don't even have to put like a top on the bucket, right? And the reason, and you would think that they totally would have to, because crabs have claws, and you think they would just climb them, they would climb out, right? But the thing with crabs is where they're in a bucket like that, when one of them starts to climb out, the rest of them grab onto that one and try to climb onto that one, so they all end up pulling it down, right? So the crazy thing is that even though all these crabs are trying to get out, none of them can get out because they're all pulling each other down. And I just thought, like, wow, that's like so much like some people, like they feel like they can't get out and they need to grab onto someone else to kind of pull them down, because so that they feel like they're getting out of that hole. Does that make sense? Yeah, I thought that was an awesome metaphor. New levels, new devils. The bigger you get, the more negatives come out. Yeah, I know. It's like more money, more problems, but with the people. Yeah, do you guys love that? Yeah, I totally loved it because it makes so much sense. Like, people want out, so they just grab onto the next person to try to pull themselves out, and they can't, so they end up pulling everybody down with them. I have family members like that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So yeah, and I don't have any tips. I don't have like 1, 2, 3 or whatever, but I really just wanted to encourage you guys because I'm in a low moment, and a couple of my friends are too. And if you are, I want to like try to help, lift you up instead of pull you down. Hopefully, just to tell you that you're doing an awesome job. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but you're doing an amazing job. And those people that you're helping, even if it's one person, that person's worth it. Right? Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you have or whatever. Like that, none of that stuff matters. All that stuff fades away and rusts and whatever, right? What really matters is that we're taking care of people and helping people. So even if it's just one person, that's all that matters. Even if you do a really awesome job with just one person, that's what matters. And it's worth fighting for. It's worth sticking around. How do you separate what is malicious and what's meant to be criticism? That's a good question. Ooh, gosh, that's hard. How do you separate criticism versus like maliciousness? I don't know. I don't even know that it should even really be about them. Like, I would say I definitely try to give people the benefit of the doubt always. I always try to say, okay, they've probably just meant this in a or they probably meant this as constructive criticism and maybe it hurt me. But then I try to look at myself and say, okay, was that me just misunderstanding, or was that my insecurities kind of coming out? Were they hitting that heart moment? Those kind of things. So that's kind of what I think about at first to see if it's really just me overreacting. Think if the person saying it, consider the source. Yeah, that totally helps too. But sometimes some of your best friends will say some stuff that like you're like, what? So I don't know. It's hard to say. I think criticism can help you grow. Maliciousness has no value. Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So it's like, really, if there's nothing constructive, if there's nothing to be learned about it, but it's just mean-spirited, I guess that's when I would know that there's a different intent there. But yeah, most of the time I have to look back at myself because I'm a very emotional person, and I can tend to like take things, in the wrong way. I'm actually a lot stronger than I used to be, but every once in a while, I break down and I'm like, okay, wait, that was just too much. And I have to backtrack and go, okay, is that about me or is it about them? Like maybe they're going through something at this time. Like, like you guys, I'm sure have understood that or seen that like in your lifetime. When people say mean things, a lot of times it's because they're like going through stuff, and so you have to go, oh, well, it's really not about me, it's more about them. And then think about, is there really any validity to what they're saying? Like if they're saying something and there's truth to that, and go, okay, well, can I learn something from this? Even though it is, I don't know, even if it is malicious or mean-spirited, like, is there truth to it? Like, am I really doing that thing wrong? Like, is there something for me to fix? And so that's kind of why some emails derail me for days. Yeah, I think I was like that yesterday. Hi, Jen. How are you? So I'm just wrapping this one up. If you guys are just joining, make sure you watch the replay. It's just an encouragement, inspired scope, like literally inspired scope. I just want to encourage you to not get discouraged. And that whatever you have, whatever you're giving out matters, and you're helping people, and don't let the haters or the people that are, I don't know, sending out negativity, just don't let them get to you. Oh, thank you. Thanks for saying that. And yeah, it's hard. It's tough. As being a creative, I feel like I'm such an emotional person, and it's like so heavy. Stuff gets so heavy on me. So I hope this was helpful to even one person. More than one person would be great. Aw, I'm glad you guys think that. So I hope this was helpful, and you guys are amazing. I want to leave this on a high note. You are truly amazing. Every single person has a story to tell, something to learn from. You guys all have your unique personalities, your perspectives, your talents. You guys are so amazing, and do not let your light dim because of this stuff, right? We all deal with this. We all have that negative self-talk. I think that our self-negative talk can be probably the worst, more than anyone else. But you have that special something that someone needs and that will help them. And that's all that matters. Like the only currency that matters in this world is helping other people and what people said about you when you're gone, right? You know, like at your funeral and people are sitting around going, oh, like, did I really help anybody, or was I just selfish to myself? Like, that's all that matters in the end, right? Is how you help other people. And I learned that lesson the hard way, you know, basically facing my own death, you know. And if you guys haven't read my story, you should. It's on designlifeproject.com. My blog, but basically facing, you know, what could have been the end of my life, and thinking, gosh, like, did I even help anybody, or was I just always thinking about myself? So, anyways, just a side thing. But I want to encourage you guys to have an amazing Friday. Help someone today. You know, if you're feeling down, that's another tip, I guess. Something that I do when I'm feeling really discouraged is help other people, so that just lift someone else up to really kind of turn things around for me. So that's my homework for you today, is to do something for someone for no reason, like that you get nothing out of, right? That you get nothing, totally nothing from, nothing out of, and just do something really nice for someone today. I mean, do it this whole weekend, right? But today's your first one. You need to watch this replay. Oh, good. Yeah, and you watched my scope yesterday, and I apologize for my scope yesterday, but in the beginning. But anyways, you guys have an amazing time. If you guys do something like a random act of kindness or something, would you guys let me know? I always lose my sign. If you're not part of our Facebook group, my sign's getting all beat up. Head over to inspiredscope.com and join our group, and please let me know what you did. I would love to hear some positivity and some, you know, something that came good from the situation. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here. Sorry. I know you guys are probably screenshot it if you need to. Inspiredscope.com. Best Facebook group. Okay. Yeah. Let me know if you guys did something. I'm gonna let you guys know what my thing was today. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be something. My random act of doing of doing something for someone else. So, all right, guys. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. Bye. You guys are amazing. Appreciate every single one of you. Bye, guys.